What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. In today's video we're going to go over a lot of information that PlayerUnknown has dropped today. There's a lot of things going on in game, so I'm going to break it down for you right now. But first I'm going to show you guys this trailer. If you guys haven't seen it yet, get ready to get hyped up. So you see this new champion here. Looks like, I don't know about you guys, but I saw it right away. It's totally recognizable for me. And this looks like a new champion coming soon to us. We can only speculate what it is, but at the bottom here, you can already see who this mysterious champion is. With that being said, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that new champion. Who is she? This mysterious new champion. Anyways, let's go over what's going on in game right now. So based on the news, we're going to have 3x drop on speed gear starting tomorrow. So Dragon Tournament is going to start tomorrow. It's going to be 3x speed. I believe that this event, this fiery singles event, it's 100% going to be a summon rush, probably paired with dungeon divers, and then we'll have the 3x speed dragon to go along with it. Obviously the summon rush point value will be heavily weighted for you to achieve all the coins you need. And it looks like the top prize here is going to be Keeyra. Keeyra is a pretty defensive dwarf champion. Her kit is good-ish, but she's nothing amazing. She has a 3-turn ally protection, increased defense. It's similar to like Tyrant Lixamore type ability. I mean, it's solid, but it's nothing like wow insane. She has a decreased accuracy here. It's kind of weird that it's like you have to book it to 100% chance, which is like kind of annoying. And then she has an A1 that has a decreased attack. So it's like it's a fine kit. It's like, but it's nothing amazing for a legendary. She places like a passive decreased attack if somebody on the team is hit by an attacker while under ally protection. It's kind of nice. It's, you know, she's mainly like a clan boss champion, like a killable team champion, but she's nothing to be anything insane. Her stats are totally fine for legendary. It's fine. 104 speed, it's good. 1400 defense is solid, but she's probably going to be a prize. But the main thing for her is that she is part of the Mikage fusion, so she's one of the legendary pieces. I do have one copy of her, so I don't need to necessarily go for her, but I will probably fuse a second copy of her just because she is a legendary, so I will probably go for that. And we'll have more information tomorrow when this pops, so maybe I'll do a breakdown on this if there is something very interesting I want to talk about. Moving on from that, there's not really any tournaments going on right now. There's just this Sand Devil turn attack, which is basically just an energy sink. This Spider turn attack, it's, you know, so many points just for a rare champion. I mean, if you desperately need it, then there's nothing you can really do. So like I said, Dragon, and here it's going to be 3x speed with the top prize, one of the fusion rares for Mikage. Honestly, I'm in no rush to get Mikage, and I'm not going to put a huge premium on those champions anyways. So moving on, we have the biggest news from this latest update, and is actually this increased stash space for gear. So we have increase up to 1500 from 1300, so extra 200 spots. This also applies to accessories. It's actually massive. In the past, they always said like they wouldn't want to increase any of the capacity for us because of its server load. It kind of makes sense, right? Like if you're loading like so many pieces of information, it does bog down your game. So maybe they have some issues with like mobile devices and all that, not being able to load all this info, or maybe it just costs them extra money to be able to hold all this extra information. But here it is, we got 1500, which is awesome. It's much needed, especially with all the increased sets that are going on in the game. So definitely welcome. The other thing that actually happened was that they increased the vault space specifically for the master vault. I believe it's the master vault. No, sorry, it's the reserve vault. So the reserve vault, you actually can't have any champions with gear on them. Yeah, so they increased the capacity here up to 500. I actually have the breakdown for the prices right here. So here are the prices for, so the first price is the first 10 after 300. So it goes up to 500. So you see here it's 11 million silver, 396 gems, and then it goes on and on. It does cap, however, at the 400 spot mark. So after 400 spots, the silver cost and gem cost will be capped at 20 million silver or 600 gems per 10 slot. I mean, that's an insane amount of resources for 10 champion spots. Obviously, these are, you know, huge luxury, luxury features in the game. Obviously, improves quality of life, but you gotta pay for it here. In my opinion, obviously, you'll be trying to pay for this in gems because to farm the equivalent silver, it's going to take a lot more gems to farm that silver. So it really depends, right? Like if silver is going to take you more time to farm, and gems will be, you know, easier to farm. But you know, it really depends what you want to do. But generally, the general advice, once the cost of silver starts getting really, really high, it's better to pay in gems because you cannot recoup that silver with the same equivalent gems. Just my 2 cents there. But here are the costs, super expensive. Like you can see here, I haven't even maxed out my 400 for my master vault just because it's so expensive. I can afford it, but I don't really need it, so I don't really go into that just to save my resources a little bit. But that's my 2 cents there. Okay, and finally we have some news for the upcoming summon event for the weekend. So if you're watching this video today, it's Thursday, so these events will be live starting tomorrow. Of course, we'll be coinciding with this Fiery Heroes Path event. Almost 100%. It's not confirmed, but almost 100% that it will be coinciding with that event. So starting tomorrow, when the event launches on Friday, November 10th, we're planning to launch 10x summon on Baron for Void Shards and Nut from Ancient, Primal, and Sacred Shards. So generally, guys, 10x, these are massive, like they're kind of like sweeteners on events if you're going for the event for sure, regardless of what the 10x is, regardless if there is a 10x. If you're going for the event, you're going for the event. So just look at these as kind of like sweeteners. The Ancient pool is so large that 10x will not affect it meaningfully. I believe if you hit a legendary, you only have a 6% chance of pulling the desired 10x champion, so it's a very, very small chance, guys. Don't get your hopes up on that. As for Void Shards, you have more percentage chance, about 14%, I believe. So it's much more efficient to target the Void champion. However, Void Shards obviously very high expense, high cost, and so forth. But if you're close to Mercy, that's the key. If you know your Mercy, you have that guaranteed shot. It sometimes is your best shot at the desired Void champion. So on Friday, we got Baron and Nut. On Saturday, this is kind of a big one. We got Acrizia from the 10x for Voids. And then we got Mountain King from 10x for Ancient, Primal, and Sacred Shards. Mountain King, personally, is not something that I want to see from any of these shards. But Acrizia is probably the best PvE champion in the game and definitely highly desired. So on Friday, we have Baron, which is kind of like, yes, he hits hard, but that's kind of all he does. So he might not be worth going for 10x depending what you want to do with him. Mainly used in arena, but he does do some insane stuff for like Doom Tower waves or wave content in general. Nut, obviously very strong for PvE content as well. Very strong for Fire Knight Hard, of course, but he was a past fusion, so he's not going to be super heavily desired, I think, if you already have one. But Acrizia is completely different. Acrizia is just like totally insane, just like a better version of Nut almost in most cases. So yeah, she's definitely worth pulling for if you guys are close for your Mercy for Void Shards. And then on Sunday, we have a 10x for Turvo, which is basically what I use for my Platinum Reset offense. He's really fun. He's really good in Clan Boss. He's good for, you know, a lot of content just for fun. He hits super hard. He was a guarantee back in the day for 80 Void Shards, so maybe the desire for him is not super high. And then we have Rodos, also a super relevant meta arena champion from Ancient, Primal, and Secret Shards. Very old champion, but still very good and relevant in today's arena meta. So these are the events that are happening this weekend for to sweeten up your shard pulls. I don't know if any of them are really worth going all in for. Maybe Acrizia if you really want her. for PvE content, Hydra content, for example. But other than that, just view this as a small sweetener for whatever shard you're pulling. Anyways, guys, so that's going to be it for the video. That's all the information we have so far. You know, Plarium teasing us with a champion video. We'll be dropping information as we go, I guess. And we have a bunch of stuff happening in game. We have this fiery path, likely for a Keeyra champion, legendary champion. I mean, you know, it might be a guarantee. It might be a new style of guarantee that they have. I don't know. We can only speculate. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, what you guys plan on trying to do. It just seems like a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. I mean, yeah, let me know. I don't think I'm prepared, to be honest. I don't know. 20 sacreds in the dead time before fusions. I'm not too sure. But anyways, let me know what you guys plan to do. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.